Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are going to do a full-sized love reading for the collective audience. This can resonate for any placement of any sign at any time. And this can be anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whoever you have on that pretty little mind of yours. We are going to get a first, second, and third column. In the first column, I will refer to that person as you and the energy that you bring to the connection. In the second column, I will refer to that person as the person that you have on your mind and the energy that they bring to the connection that you have on your mind. And then we are going to get a potential outcome in the third column here. Because this is all energy, you're welcome to customize it as needed. Of course, you can always reverse the roles if you feel like your energy is more fitting to the second column. And then the potential outcome, guys, is always potential because I am just picking up on energy. Ultimately, the decisions that you would ever make in your third dimensional reality are going to shape your physical reality. Okay. So we are going to go into a little bit more about myself in the channel, guys. For those of you who are not interested in that introduction, there will be a timestamp in the pinned comment below. You're welcome to click on that and jump right into the beginning of the love reading, and I will see you there. For those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about myself, again, I am the Taropist, and excuse me. Anything that you would ever need to know about myself or the channel, you can find either in the description box below, the channel description, or my community tab. You can certainly always check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. That is where you would eventually book Zoom and FaceTime readings. However, I am currently closed for those private readings, but I do still have email and pre-recorded readings available, and those are listed in the description box below, as well as the PayPal and Cash App that you would make that payment to, and of course, the email address that you would send your receipt of payment along with your questions to. Okay, those readings, the pre-recorded readings that are available are usually to you within 48 hours. If for any reason I was going to need more time than that, I would certainly let you know and give you the opportunity to back out for a full refund or wait the additional time. Guys, the most powerful way for me to pick up on your energy is, of course, by purchasing a personal reading. However, if for any reason you're unable to or unwilling to purchase a personal reading, there is what? And you would like me to be picked. Oh my God, you guys, I just started looking at other things and my mind can only do one thing at a time. Okay. If you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal situation, I do channel energy. So if you'd like me to channel your personal situation and your specific energies in my collective readings, engaging with the channel in some way is going to be very powerful for me to be able to pick up on your energy. Okay. Some easy ways you can do that are by liking or sharing or commenting on any of the videos or the community tab posts. And my personal favorite, I think the most powerful way for you to get your energy nice and ingrained into the readings here and onto the channel is by clicking that little subscribe button below. Guys, if you are going to subscribe and you'd like to be notified when I do upload or go live in the future, go ahead and click the little bell notification icon to all. Okay, guys, let's get a rocking and a rolling. We're going to start out with these dream guidance love messages. Shuffle was a miss. Okay, so something. Oh, I'm getting some energies about. First of all, if you are considering yourself a divine feminine, my life is upside down. I'm getting like a lot of energies. By the way, I want to say like there's just a lot of people interested in you while you're here looking at the one person that you have your sights on. I feel like a lot of people have their sights on you. We'll see if that comes out in the reading. That's just a channeled information. And then there is something about that causing or stirring up some jealousy or envy in others, other feminine energies. Okay. And again, yeah, we'll just see how that reading turns out. I am devastated to learn the truth. Okay, see, so what I'm saying is I feel like there's a bunch of people, maybe like I feel like somebody is devastated that the connection isn't mutually felt between the two of you. So I feel like you're just very magnetic at this time. We'll see what comes out in the tarot, okay? Because I'm getting like the Empress energy or even, the Queen of Wands energy. But I'm getting that there's a lot of people feeling very magnetically drawn to you, or you're getting a lot of attention. You might not even see that in the third dimension. By the way, I do feel like you can feel it energetically, like you feel pulled on from all directions. And this is just literally when you're kind of spiritually gifted or in tuned or tapped in, you can feel energy. So when you have numerous energies wishing to spend time with you, you can literally feel that as almost a pull, a magnet, like yeah, it's almost like you can feel your own magnetism as heavily as they can feel it or something like that. I hope that makes sense for you. But again, I feel like there's multiple people here and somebody maybe either you are in a relationship and somebody is just finding this out, or they're just finding out that the connection or the feeling isn't mutual. It is, and somebody is like stirred up about it. They keep saying stirred up. You are important to me, and I took you in the wrong way. This feels like somebody who may have fumbled you in the past. I feel like there's several. We are soulmates. Several people who think you are their soulmate. And I guess I shouldn't say think. We can have several different soulmates, and some that are meant to, maybe one that we're meant to connect with on a romantic level, but maybe many that we're helping to activate in a way that would help them fulfill their own soul's purpose or something like that. And that's what it is. I think that's what they're saying. So I always used to get this coming through on a shorts that I used to make, but I am getting this energy of like everything feels so magnetically drawn to you. And it's actually because your energy is activating their sacral chakra. This chakra activation is absolutely mandatory for these people to create a life that they love. Okay. Be able to feel joy, but also to create whatever they feel like purposefully drawn to create. And again, in this, like, this is how we create a life that we love by living a more purposeful life, a more intentional life, something like that. We're going to get some tarot on it. We haven't even gotten into the tarot yet, and a lot of information is already coming through here. I'm hoping to pick up on the energy of the person that you have on your mind. However, I want to, like, full disclosure, there feels like a lot of energies. So maybe possibly whichever energy feels the most powerful is going to come through. And it is possible that that doesn't mean the person that you have on your mind, although that's who I'm hoping to pick up on. Okay. I just want to tell you that it feels messy. Um, so usually I see this as people, you looking at or watching, keeping an eye on others, but I'm watching others keep a strong eye on you. So we're going to get more. We have the Four of Cups here. I got two cards. I'm not going to take either of them, the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups, by the way, because I do feel like there are people, several different cups surrounding you at this time, or people wishing to have or feeling like they do have a soul connection with you, or thinking there's like, yeah, they're your soulmate or your romantic soulmate, I should say. So we're going to try to get one card here. We got two again, and this is the last time that I'm going to try to get one card. These tend to stick to each other, and Seven of Cups. That feels accurate. Because like I said, there's so many energies surrounding you, and it feels like I want to say that all of them think they have good intentions for you. Let me see what I can get for this potential outcome is the Knight of Pentacles and the overarching energy. I really wish it was the Queen of Wands or the Empress, right? Because it feels like that. But if I'm not going to get the Queen of Wands or the Empress to try to explain the type of magnetism that you're exuding at this time, this does represent Leo and or the fifth house. And then this represents like our psychic awareness, the High Priestess. So it's like you're psychically drawing in magnetically all of these energies. A lot of people feeling very passionately drawn towards you. And again, when you're activating people's sacral chakras just by being in their presence, or by the way, it's like once they've met you, just thinking of you is helping to heal and activate their sacral chakra. Okay. Their ability to create purposefully and feel joy again for the first time in a long time. I want to say what you're doing and you don't even know you're doing it is such a powerful and necessary gift to have. However, again, this is going to make a lot of people think they're in love with you, think they're sexually attracted to you. Not that you're not sexually attractive, by the way. I do think you're very attractive physically as well, but also it's saying that you're so magnetically attractive and energetically attractive at this time that people are having a hard time. It's like I'm watching people literally squirm. Okay. And I want to say physically, like I want to say sexually frustrated is an energy that's coming through on some of these people. Of course, they're saying something about needing to have your boundaries firm at this time because everybody's going to want your energy and your attention, and not everybody is worthy or deserving of that. Okay. And I'm so sorry because I really was doing a love reading here, but I don't feel like I'm picking up on one person's energy with you. And I've been trying to like disclose that from the beginning. It's just been a lot, so many energies that I can't seem to hone in on one. I'm going to still see what's going on. I'm still going to clarify all of these energies. Again, you, your person, and the potential outcome here. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So now I am kind of getting that you're in the second column here because I was already like, well, I feel like this is people watching you. And then this is you not knowing who you can and can't trust or whose intentions for you are good, or something about the Seven of Cups here in the second person's energy is about kind of like how everything or everyone kind of appears similar or the same on the surface. This is their mask or their facade. But on the inside, there's very different things inside of the cups, right? Their contents are very different, meaning that I want to say not everything that glitters is gold, and not everyone that smiles at you is for you or something like that, right? And by the way, not everybody that's physically attracted or magnetically attracted, and I want to say in of the opposite sex or romantically or sexually attracted to you, not even these people, because of their frustration from not being able to have you, will sometimes like build up this loathing for you. And I do feel like you're that magnetically attractive at this time. So I do feel like there are people who literally think they want to propose to you. They've never even maybe met you in the third dimension, or they've met you one time, or they've worked with you, but never. There's something about this. Like these are people that they don't have any personal relationship with you, but they feel personally connected to you. Capricorn is here, Earth signs, Leo, Virgo. Yeah, it's like you're just so grounded at this time. Oh, it's like you're also like helping people ground, I want to say, their dreams into reality. So maybe you are in the public eye doing some sort of influencing. This could be in the tarot community, and it does not have to be, by the way. You could just be out kind of sharing your story or how you got to where you are or something like that. And again, I don't feel like this is your energy in the first, but I do feel like this is what it's saying is like you're drawing out, you kind of feel like home to people. Again, so much so that people upon meeting you want to like lock it up. Okay. Like I worked in the casino business for many years, and there was like when you get called for your poker table and you want to take the seat, you don't always have to take seat. Sometimes you say roll it or whatever, but lock it up. So there might be somebody that is into poker that is into you. Um, that feels like a weird kind of I don't say that, and I don't get it very often. So lock it up is the energy that I'm getting here. Somebody is, well, I don't think somebody. There are so many people that think that they have met the one because they've met you. And again, this will go away or fade a little bit once this sacral chakra activation is complete, because then their focus, or when it's healed, then their focus will be on their purpose. In the meantime, some of these people are so attracted to you because they haven't literally been able to feel anything for so long. That Four of Cups that came out earlier was the energy that I was getting, is like you're making people feel something, people that haven't felt anything for a long time. Okay. So very romantically attracted, because it's like, I want to say you're also a super loving person. So it's like people think, well, I think, first of all, I think people admire that about you, that you're loving, and not just to people that can do something for you. I feel like you're a very loving person to everybody. If you are a divine feminine, that is what we are here to do. So to give love and kind of show people that love does exist. And I feel like you do that on a daily basis. And this is kind of what is magnetizing people to you, is just that your ability to make people feel loved, heard, seen, and nurtured. And there's a meme coming through, or I guess it's called a quote. And I will try to remember to put that over in the community tab for you. But it is something about your aura is so attractive because you make people feel seen, heard, and something like that. So this is half of the magnetism is just that you are attractive and gorgeous and beautiful, like, but you don't use this to your advantage in any way, and you certainly only are using, it's like you're not using that for anything, and it's like you're staying humble or something like that. We're gonna get more. We have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like literally the two of these cards together. So the Knight of Wands is about kind of like just an ignition of passion, just excitement and action. And it's like people wanting to jump immediately into action. You have two knights here. All knights in the tarot represent action. Of course, the Knight of Cups over here, I didn't really go over. The Page of Pentacles, I want to start all the way over. So you have two pages and two knights. And again, these are all representing different people. Then the Seven of Cups that has like seven different cups of emotion, right? It's like you have so many people surrounding you that think they have a connection to you. And I want to say you're not the kind of person who will be like, ew, no, I don't, we're not connected. It's like you're giving is each person with, they're telling me for you to keep your boundaries set and solid, but to still be able to kind of give people that seen and heard and that they matter too. Energy is also why you're here. So that you don't need to stop doing that. But it is about, okay, no, I can't tell, there's something about knowing when you've given, you're over giving that energy. Okay. Because I also want to say that these people will want to have something to do with your personal life. And this is more of a purposeful or professional thing. Okay. So no, they don't need to be staying in your house because they have nowhere to stay. That is something that they're going to need to figure out on their own, and you can't take everybody in. Okay, let me get more here. I didn't go any further. So the Page of Pentacles, like I said, is feeling like people are wanting to offer you. It feels like a tangible gift, and what it does feel like to me is some people are literally wanting to propose to you, and then some people are just wanting to repay you for what you've done for them without even knowing you've done it. And then the Queen of Pentacles is about kind of like this very stable and grounded energy. I feel like you are making people feel grounded or like they know their place in this world because they've come into contact with you or come into connection with you. And then again, this is drawing up people's romantic desires. So this Knight of Cups is about action, emotional action, right? So it's about sharing emotions. It can be about kind of following someone's dreams. All the cups are again representative of emotion, and then all the knights are representative of action. So emotional action, this is like people wanting to take romantic action towards you at this time. Passionate action towards you, there's so many things happening here, but again, when you are activating sacral chakras, the sacral chakra is our joy center. It's also our sensual center. So this is again, you're activating it so that they're able to feel joy again and create whatever they were built to create passionately and purposefully. However, because it is also their sensual center, they are feeling very sexually frustrated with wanting to be able to go further with you or something like that, get more connected to you personally. And so this is again why the boundaries are very important. Wow. And the third page of the day, so you have three pages: the Page of Swords, which is about thought. And again, I want to say the pages are messengers. These are people that wanting to communicate with you. Some people are communicating with you in the fifth dimension, which means by way of thought. They're just constantly thinking about you, keeping an eye on you, but not communicating with you in the third dimension. The Page of Pentacles is about communication in the third dimension. And then this is about communicating something very passionately, or kind of like communicating desires with the Page of Wands. So the wands are about kind of our passions, desires, and inspiration is another good word. So there's like something about you're inspiring people. I am getting not just, I mean, some people are feeling inspired towards you because they haven't really healed their sacral chakra yet. When their sacral chakra has been activated and healed, then they'll be able to see their passion or their purpose more clearly. But right now, before they do that activation, they just feel inspired towards you. So they feel passionately drawn towards you instead of their purpose because, again, this sacral chakra activation hasn't completed. So they're kind of connecting that sacral chakra to you at this time. And then the King of Pentacles. So you do have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about stability. And again, I'm getting like that what you're doing here is going to help people create a life of abundance for themselves. So right, you're helping them uncover a gift of their own that they haven't been able to access maybe their entire life due to what different things. A lot of times there's a lot of traumas that are kind of sitting over our sacral chakra energy, just in general, fear, self-doubt. So fear and the absence of it is how we become our true authentic self, right? So you're almost lifting people's fears, making people feel safe in situations that they would normally not feel safe in. Around, people aren't necessarily safe with people these days. You want to, it's like people know that they can tell you their deepest darkest secrets and that will stay with you. That's a really rare gift, by the way, to give people. So that has been happening to you and is going to continue to happen to you. And I just want you to know that you're being like entrusted with this gift by the divine because of your huge heart. And again, you're helping people create things that are going to create generational wealth for them and their family. Okay, this is huge. Taurus is now here. Virgo, Sagittarius, Cancer is now here. And we do have the Chariot card, another card of action. So we have, wow, you guys, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight. We have 3 knights, 3 pages, and now the Chariot card, which also, well, these have sphinxes. In the other tarot deck, the Chariot has horses as well. So all horses do mean action in the tarot. And these sphinxes as well. This is a card of action and I want to say, what is this? Motion is kind of the inner locomotion. Okay, this can also be a card of a vehicle of some sort or travel of some sort. Um, yeah, it's like people are time traveling through your aura. What? I don't, this is so cute, whatever this reading is. Whoever you are, you're very powerful, divine feminine that is very, if you're not prominent in the public eye, you're going to be. You're meant to be, you're being called to be. But again, it's like even in your local area, you're walking around completely unaware of what you're creating and doing and the ripples you're causing in this healing. There's something, a weird word coming through. This healing pandemic. Okay. It's like a pandemic of healing. Like the whole world is going through this healing, and you have no idea how large your position in this endeavor is, or something like that. Whew, very powerful. Okay. And then the Chariot card is about victory in the public eye. So it does seem like you've kind of had a lot of, I would say, setbacks, holdups, things that have caused you, I'm getting, to really get grounded in your position in the collective at this time and your position in healing and raising the frequency of the collective consciousness. Big job. Okay. So there's been a lot of work you've had to do to get to where you are today, and it hasn't been easy. These are about overcoming every single obstacle that's been thrown your way. And by the way, these obstacles were little, like, I want to say, an obstacle course. This was getting you prepared for this huge job that you have in, again, this collective consciousness awakening, the collective awakening that's going on, the great awakening, the magician. Oh my God, you guys, I can't with your power. The magician is about using everything that you've learned in this lifetime as a tool to succeed. Okay. So it's like all of the experiences, good, bad, ugly, using those as like, well, is there like a pot on here? Why do I feel like there is in one of the things? But I get this pot that stirs, but you're using every single experience, good or bad, to kind of navigate this purpose that you've been called to help the collective. Again, it's like you've had so many different experiences that you can help so many different people through whatever they're going through, because like not just you've read a book about it, you've actually experienced so many things. I'm getting like a lot of traumatizing things, by the way, that most people couldn't handle one of the things you've gone through, and you've gone through like 50 of them, so that you can help 50 different demographics or something like that. Whoever you are, you have a very powerful position here. We do have Gemini and Virgo now. This is Mercury energy. I don't know if that's true, but if it represents Gemini and Virgo, then it has to be Mercury energy. And it's about your ability to communicate clearly what you've been through to help others, to guide others. Whew, you're just so powerful, you guys. I can't even. Whoever this is for, I'm just so grateful for you. There's very few people with this kind of power that doesn't take it and to like I'm getting like you're still so humble with it. The Queen of Swords is now here, and the Hanged Man. So if it felt like things have been held up for you, by the way, the Queen of Swords does represent Libra, but that Gemini energy I was getting, this very the ability to communicate clearly without sugarcoating, but gently. It's like such a sweet way of communicating really heavy information to people where they can receive it peacefully and comfortably. You just have this, you're a master in whatever it is you do here. The communication skill, at the level of your communication skills is out of this world, they're saying. So basically, again, this is that Mercury energy. You might be, you might have, I don't really know anything about astrology, guys. You can certainly look into your birth chart. There are tons of good astrologers out here on the YouTube platform. But basically, it's saying that what you were built for this. All the things you've gone through in your lifetime, you had this Mercury placement. Could be Gemini or Virgo in Mercury. That could be your actual placement, right? And it's saying all of the experiences. I want to say like 50 different traumas that you've endured them because you had this placement that would help you communicate them clearly enough for people to actually learn from your experiences rather than needing to experience them on their own. It's like most people have to experience it on their own unless they meet somebody like you who's able to communicate it so good that they don't even need to experience it. They just can experience it through your communication. Woo! Powerful stuff here, guys. I'm sorry that this didn't really turn out to be a love reading, but I want to say that you do have a purpose partner in this. But at this time, it's like you have so many people drawing on your energy. There is a need to, by the way, get out into a body of water if you can, or into the woods and get your feet like planted, bare feet, or get grounding shoes or something like that, and get walking in the woods. But there is a strong need for you to I want to say, what's this? Express. So basically, there's so many people drawing on your energy and kind of attaching their energy to you at this time that there is a need to cleanse your aura. Of course, sage, Palo Santo, selenite is a really good one. And we cleared this space here with selenite at all times. And then of course, grounding and getting out into nature and expelling is the right word, expelling any of the energy that isn't yours. And of course, always asking the universe for this help. Please help me to kind of let go of these energies that are they're not mine. Okay. Woof, what a powerful reading. What a powerful person you are. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, if you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will see you in the next reading. Love you. Goodbye.